Hello, one and all. Once again, welcome back to your AVS online class. So, take out your English book and turn page number 87. So, I hope you are studying or going through the chapters, whatever I am teaching you. So, today we are going to start a new chapter, and that is chapter 13. And the name of today's topic is sharing our feelings. Sharing our feelings. So, sharing means to tell something to another. No, to share means to give something or to tell something to another person. Okay, so feeling means our emotion like happiness, sadness, like that. No, overjoyed. No, sometimes you feel irritated, sometimes you feel depressed, like that. Emotion feelings means happiness, like that. Okay, sadness, irritated, depressed, no, like that. We share our feelings to our friends. Most of us, we share our feelings to our friends, elders, no, parents, to father, mother, like that. Okay, sharing our feelings. This is the today's topic. Okay, after returning home from school, there are two people with whom I like to share all my news. They enjoy listening to my tales. So, here is the uh, name girl. Here is one girl whose name was Sima, and she is telling this one. Okay, she is telling this one. After she returns from the school, so what she do? She goes to the two people whom she share all his emotions, feelings, no, all the news, whatever happened in the school, what she did, whole day in the school, she share with them. Okay, there are two people with whom she share. Okay, all her feelings. Okay, and both of them also listen to her very interestingly. Okay, they enjoy listening to that girl Sima, listening to that Sima. Okay, okay. Tales means a story. Sometimes a story means what happened whole day. No, it's like a story only whole day what happened. She told to both of them, and they will listen very happily. Okay, the first person is my nanny. She is always anxious to listen to me. So, first one is she talks about in above paragraph. She talks about two people with whom she shares her news or feelings. No, so one person is her nanny. Okay, grandmother with whom she shared everything. So, and grandmother is also very anxious to listen to her. Okay, see that grandmother is also very happy to listen her. Okay, she waits for me to return from school. That her grandmother waits every day. Grandmother waits for Sima to return from the school, to return when Sima will come and tell me the news, whole day news. Always grandmother waits for that. Okay, she is quite old and often has back pains. That grandmother is an old woman. Okay, woman, and always she when we also get old, that time we will have a back pain. Oh, like that only. Her grandmother, Sima's grandmother, also have a back pain. Okay, she cannot see or hear well. So when we get old also, we cannot see, we cannot hear, like that only. Okay, she is old, grandmother is old, because of that she cannot see or hear well, listen well. Okay, every day in the morning papa reads the newspaper aloud to her. So every day when they get up, and for grandmother, Sima's father read the newspaper loudly. Okay, because she cannot hear, no, because of that. she does the rest of her work herself. So other than that, reading newspaper, other than that, she does everything for herself. Whatever work she have to do, grandmother have to do, she does everything for herself only. Okay, if someone tries to help her, she gets very upset. If she is doing work, grandmother is doing work, and if someone comes to help her, she gets angry. She will be very upset. Okay, she will be very sad. Okay, though she cannot see properly, she is very fond of cutting vegetable. As grandmother was old, she cannot see, but she is very happy to cut the vegetables. Okay, very happy. She becomes very happy to cut the vegetables. Okay, she says these days children do not know how to cut vegetables properly, and grandmother used to say that nowadays these children do not know how to cut the vegetables. They don't know. Saying that like that, she cuts the vegetables. Okay, and the second person is my Ravi Bhaiya, and the second person whom Sima used to share her news is the Ravi Bhaiya. Is her Ravi Bhaiya. Okay, he lives with us. That Ravi Bhaiya live with them, with her family. Okay, I called him Ravi Bhaiya, and he calls my parents Bhaiya Bhabhi. And Sima called him Ravi Bhaiya, and Ravi Bhaiya called my parents Bhabhi and Bhaiya. Okay, Bhabhi and Bhaiya. I do not know what our relationship is, but he is a very loving brother. I don't know what is the relationship between us, as she is not our blood relation, as he is not our blood relation, but also she loves me very much. He is very loving brother. I love him very much. He is always ready to answer my questions. He is always give me the answer. Whatever I ask, he never get irritated. He just answer my question. Okay, he never says I will tell you later, and that Ravi Bhaiya never tell to that Sima, I will tell you later. Never. He says, okay, whatever that Sima asks to him, he answer all the questions. Okay, Ravi Bhaiya teaches in a college. You can see the Ravi Bhaiya. He is sitting and reading, no? Ravi Bhaiya teaches in the college. Ravi Bhaiya is a teacher. He teaches in the college. Okay, he is a teacher. The students of the college respect him a lot. So student respect him, give respect very much, and the student all love the Ravi Bhaiya very much. A few of them come home to study from him. So some of them come for the coaching. Okay, for the coaching. Okay, with Ravi Bhaiya. Okay, Ravi Bhaiya is very fond of listening to music and taking part in plays, and Ravi Bhaiya is very happy to listen to music. Very happy, no? Listening music is like his hobby, and taking part in plays. Okay, games also. He's very interested. He is very interested in the listening to music and taking part in plays. Okay, he enjoys chatting with his friends and going out with them, and that Ravi Bhaiya loves to chat, loves to talk with his friends and go with them out. Okay, going out with them. Okay, to visit some places. Very he enjoys that one. Okay, chatting with his friend and going out with them to visit something, no, somewhere. He loves that one. Okay, he has a good sense of humor and makes all of us laugh. Humor means the quality of being funny. He is a funny. He had a good sense of humor. He makes all of us laugh. He is a good. Is a funny also. Is a funny boy also. He makes us laugh very much. You know. He makes us laugh. Bhaiya carries a white stick when he goes out. Looking at him moving around in the house, no one can say that he cannot see. So Bhaiya always that Ravi Bhaiya carries a white stick with him. Okay, with him, and when he goes out for the college, for the market, no, he used to carry a white stick. By looking that Ravi Bhaiya moving here and then going out here and there, nobody can see, nobody can say that he cannot see. He is a blind man. We cannot, nobody can say or nobody can guess by seeing by seeing that his movement, no, his movement in the house, going out here and there, no, he walk like a usual man, no, as uh, those who see like that only he walks, no, nobody can say that he cannot see. Okay, he likes to do all his work himself. He also like a granny only, no, like a grandmother only, he also loves to do his all work himself. Okay, if someone tries to help him against his wish, he gets angry. If someone wants to help without saying him, he gets angry. Okay, he gets angry without saying him. If somebody wants to help without saying him, he gets angry. Whenever he needs any help, he asks for it. But when he need for the help, when he needs something, he asks for that. Okay, some of Bhaiya's students take book from him and return them after recording them on tapes. Ravi Bhaiya listened to these tapes. So some of the Bhaiya's student, as he was the teacher of the college, so some of the student of him takes book from him. Okay, takes they take books from him and return after recording them on tapes. You can know what is the recording, no, as we are also doing same recording in the tabs, no, recording in the tabs and sending you the video, no, like that only students also do the same. So after that they return, so that tapes Ravi Bhaiya listen, okay, to these tapes. Okay, Bhaiya has many other books too. The pages of these books are thick and have rows of raised points, dots. He reads by running his finger on the raised dots. So, Bhaiya has many other books. Ravi Bhaiya has many other books also. Okay, now that books pages are very thick and have rows of raised points, dots with dots. No, very thick. That book was very thick, and what is that? Rows of raised points. He reads by how he reads. He reads by running his finger on that raised dots, like no. I mean, you can see, and that like this. No, they have the book like this. Then blind people, how they will study? Yeah, their book will be like this. No, dots with dots. They will like this, they will just touch and they feel and they will study like this, no, running fingers. They will study by running his finger on the raised dots, no, like this. They will show like this and they will study like that. Okay, to have fun with Bhaiya, I sometimes change the place of his stick. So to have fun with Bhaiya, to play with that Ravi Bhaiya, sometimes I change the place of his stick. Okay, I change the place of the stick. Sometimes he keeps the if he keeps the his stick in front of the door, I change that one, that no stick. I used to keep that stick somewhere. Okay, like that I have a fun with Bhaiya. I play with like that. Okay, he does get upset but never gets angry. He does upset sometimes he becomes sad, no, when Seema used to do like that. See, he gets upset but he never gets angry. He never get angry with the Seema. Okay, after all, I am his favorite sister, Seema, because I am the favorite one. I am the darling of Ravi Bhaiya. Because of that, she never gets angry with me. Whatever I will do, but he sometimes he gets upset, he gets sad, but never gets angry with me because I am the darling, I am the favorite sister for him. Okay, Seema is telling all this. I had hardly reached the door that Bhaiya spoke up. Seema, you seem to be very happy today. So sometimes I just have had reached the door. I just reached the door that Bhaiya used to say, Seema, you seem to be very happy today. What happened? You are happy. We just she is at the door only. She have never get inside also, or gone near the Bhaiya also. That Bhaiya knows what happened to Seema, if she is sad or happy or whatever. Okay, that like that. Okay, Bhaiya knows everything. He cannot see, but he can feel. Okay, if like that. Okay, when Seema is at the door only, that Bhaiya used to say, Seema, what happened today? You are very happy, anything like that. Okay, he used to ask. Bhaiya recognizes not only me but all the other family members from the sound we make as we move. So Bhaiya, that Rabi Bhaiya knows everything, not only about me but all my family members by the sound we make. By the sound only he recognize if that person is happy or sad. No, like that. He can even tell whether I am happy or sad. Oh, he like that. Rabi Bhaiya knows. He can tell on if I whether I am happy or not, whether that person is happy or not. He can tell just listening the sound we make or that person make. Okay, like that. Bhaiya, finally I am in the football team. I shared my news with him. He patted me and said lovingly, from today you are my football coach. So Seema is telling to the Rabi Bhaiya that finally I am in the football team. Bhaiya, I am in the football team. From today I am in the football team. She shared her news with him. Okay, he shared her news with Rabi Bhaiya, sharing. Okay. So what Rabi Bhaiya did, he just patted Seema. Okay, patted means to touch or to slap lightly with hand. No, sometimes when you if you just imagine, if you got first in the class, your mother, father, or your teacher will patted you. No, will pat you. No, patted you with the hand. No, good, very good. Keep it up, like that. No, like that only. That Rabi Bhaiya also did the same to Seema. Okay, and said what he said lovingly, from today you are my football coach. What Rabi Bhaiya told, from today Seema you are my football coach, please teach me the football also. Okay, that Rabi Bhaiya is telling to that Seema. Okay, this is the end of the story about sharing our feelings and about Seema. Okay, I hope you understood the chapter after about Seema, Rabi Bhaiya and grandmother. So here is the exercises, question answers. Okay, Seema's father read the newspaper aloud to her. Nani, how do you help old people? So Seema's father read the newspaper for Seema's grandmother loudly. No, so like that. How do you help old people? So how do you help old people? How can you help? You have to write how you will help the old people. You have to write, and this one I will do for you, and I will send you in WhatsApp. You just copy in your notebook neatly and study. Okay. So another exercise is there any member in your family who cannot see, speak or hear? Do you know any such person? How do people help them with their work? So here is asking you all that in your family members, Do you have any person who cannot see, cannot speak, cannot hear? Do you have such person, or do you know any such person in your neighboring, in your neighborhood? Do you know how do people help them with their work? So then if there is, how do you help? If such person is there in your neighborhood or in your family, how do you help them with their work? How do you help? You have to write that one. Oh, you have to write that one. You read in the story that Ravi Bhaiya cannot see, but he does all his work on his own. He studies from a different kind of books. To understand how he is able to do his work, close your eyes and play with this game. You have already heard about the Ravi Bhaiya cannot see, no? But he does all his work on his own himself. So he studies from a different kind of book. He studied different kind of book to understand that how that Ravi Bhaiya does everything himself. You have to play a game by closing your eyes. Okay, by closing your eyes you have to play a game. So blindfold, and that game name is blindfold. Blindfold any one child in the group one by one. The other children come to him or her quietly. The child who is blindfold has to guess who the other child is by touching him or her. Take care not to make any sound. Do you know why? In the same way, one by one, blindfold all the other children. Each one has to try and guess by touching who the other children are. Here is the game. You have to play in the group. Okay, you can play at the home also. What you have to do, you have to blind, you have to make a blind, you have to okay, you have to make a blind one child by the scarf. No, you can tie their eyes with the scarf, no, the clothes, piece of clothes you can do, and just make them to stand there, and one by one you have to go near him or her quietly, and by touching or by uh, hearing the sound of the other children, that blind, those are blind, they have to guess who that child is, what he is doing or he or her is doing. That child have to guess. Okay, whose eyes was tie, okay, with a scarf, no, like that. One by one you have to do. Okay, play that game. If one child finishes another child, you another child's eyes you tie with a scarf, then you just tell them to guess who is this, what he is doing, what she is doing. You have to tell them to guess whatever, how many children are there, you have to do the same with all the children. Okay, that is the game. You can play in the at home also. Okay, so discuss and tell, and what you have to do, by after playing that you have to discuss. Okay, what you have to discuss, how many children could recognize the others by touching, how many children can could recognize that by the touching. Okay, by touching. Okay, if anyone can recognize any children by touching, you just have to write. Okay, how many children, how many children could recognize the other children by only hearing them, how many children can recognize them by hearing the sound only. You have to write how many children. So which was easier of the two, which one was easier, by touching or by hearing? I think by touching is the easier, no, by touching. This all you have to do at home only, the to play by playing games. Okay, so number 3, touch and tell, how many teeth are there in your mouth, which student in the class have the maximum number of teeth. So this all you have to do actually in the class, but you are not in the school, so you can do at home. You just touch and find out how many teeth you have. Okay, just you write. Another, how many things can you recognize by only touching? How many things you can recognize by only touching? You have to do, okay? You have to experiment. Just you tie your eyes with a scarf and just you try to recognize the things by touching, okay? And you write just how many things you can recognize by touching, okay? Now close your eyes and listen. What sound can you hear? Which people can you identify from the sound they make as they move? So here also you have to tie your, or you can close your eyes and just listen to the sound of others, okay, how they are moving, just, and which people you can identify by hearing their sound, okay? You have to write how many people, which people. Number 2, by just smelling, can you guess if it is someone close to you? Someone can do this one by smelling. You can guess, no, which people is who is near you, no, you can buy. Nowadays people will use perfume, no, with that also we can guess who is that one, okay? You have to write, just you experiment, do the experiment by closing the eyes, just to, by smelling. You just do at home, play a game and write here, okay? Now next, there is a special way of reading and writing for people who cannot see. It is called braille. So those who cannot see, here there is a special way of reading and writing, no? So that is called braille script. It is written on a thick paper by making a row of raised points with a pointed tools. Braille is read by running the fingers on the raised dot. So in this lesson also we already studied, no, how that Rabi Bhaiya studied by running the fingers on the raised dots, no, that one, that reading and writing we call it braille, okay? Braille, call it braille. We already know, no, braille, how they will those who cannot see, how they will study by how they will read and write by running the fingers on the raised dots, no, and that one we call it braille. Let us see whether it is difficult or easy to recognize a shape without seeing it. Let us see. This is also you have to do with by yourself only, okay? What you have to do, you take a sheet of sandpaper, make a shape on it by pressing a piece of thick wool or thick thread on it. Ask your friend to close his eyes and identify the shape by running his finger on the sheet. Ask your friend, was it easy or difficult, okay? What you have to do, you have to take a sheet of sandpaper, then there you have to make a shape by pressing a piece of thick wool or the thick thread on it, and you have to tie one's child eye with a scarf, then just by feeling or by running finger on that sheet, that child have to guess what picture is that, okay? What picture is that, they have to guess, okay? Then you ask to your friend what is easy or difficult, okay? You have to ask them. You do at home, okay? Ask your friend to make a shape on the sandpaper in the similar way. Now you identify it by the feeling with your fingers. So same you also have to do, okay? You so same you have to do. What you have to do, you have to, whatever you have done for your friends, so that one only you have to do for your